Hey guys, it's Ellen here, and it's Floral Friday. And we're doing Floral Friday practice watercolor again, step by step. I show you how to create these wonderful little harvest blooms. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. This is really a beginner painting. I know you don't think so, but it is. I'm just teaching you how to make the movements with the brushes and paint all these things without any kind of reference. And so, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. And also, please don't forget to hit the bell notification button to know my tutorials up, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And also check out my Patreon. I have ad-free videos, traceables, reference photos, live stream on the top tier, and a download for me. And it's a place people go and support my channel, which I appreciate so much. You can check it out up here. Boop. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get painting. Okay, so let's go over supplies. I have a piece of Arch 100% cotton cold pressed paper. This is just 10 by 14 piece. I've got my brushes. I've got a Princeton 10 Neptune series, round Princeton 4 long round Velvet Touch series, and I've just had this flat craft, wash brush. Just says Germany on it, 3/8 inch. Gonna be playing around with this. My paints, talk about them as I use them. They're always in the description box: paper towels and water jar. So we're gonna mix up some nice fall colors. Gonna start by mixing up some like burgundy tones. I'll take my magenta, quinachradone magenta. Gonna get a good amount of this because this paper really soaks up the color. The fuchsia would be pretty for fall. Gonna add a little bit of this yellow to make it more of a red tone. And I'm gonna grab some Prussian blue. See, now it's getting like that cranberry color. Gonna add some more magenta, blue. See, it's purple, more magenta. Get more magenta in there. I want like a deeper red. I'll grab the yellow. Right now it looks a little brown. I'm gonna have to grab more magenta. See, I need a good amount of paint. It's always good to test it also. I have a little piece of scrap. That's kind of a cranberry color. If I wanted to make it a little bit deeper red, grab a little more yellow. Let's see what we got. A little more yellow. Let me get that kind of red, brownish red. And a little more yellow. That's more magenta, just to get that tone that I'm looking for. It's turning into a bright red. Add a little burnt umber to it. You don't have to follow the same colors as me. If you want yours, that's kind of the color. It's like a brown red, right? And I'm gonna mix up some greens too. Prussian blue this time instead of the peacock. I threw you guys off, and the yellow. Right away, making this deeper green. I'm gonna add a little burnt umber. I'm also gonna be working with this gray here that I have, this neutral tint. It's kind of a bluish, purpley gray. Gonna water that down. So I'm gonna use a gray. And kind of like an orange tones. We have got the brilliant orange here. And I'll add some of the yellow to that. Woohoo, that's really bright. A little brown. Tone it down. Playing around with these colors. Okay, I'm going to take the flat wash brush, right? I'll put some water on it. Gonna grab that red that I have here. Gonna make these fun strokes. It's kind of like up, pushing side to side. So we're gonna be going like that. Just like that. See? Shh, 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 shh. Kind of connecting it. Because it's a flat and it's on a kind of a squared, makes these great marks. Just like that. I need a little half one right there. Now let's do another one up over in here. So get practicing like that. Connecting them. Don't have to super connect them. Little one here, little half one here. See, this way. the sound effects with this. I can start to add a little more magenta to this color. Maybe a little Prussian blue. And I've got this burgundy kind of color. See? Got these fall colors. Just changed it up. Same kind of strokes. Just back and forth. Now, if you don't have this flat brush and you have this big old Princeton Neptune brush, we'll talk about the same kind of strokes using this brush. I'm going to water down that gray, add a little color to it. It's more like a brown gray now, and like a gray one up here. Holding it kind of on the side. See? Pushing it on an angle like that. Going to water down a little more, add some more water to make it even lighter. See? This movement like this. Do a little half one here. Going to add a little more water. It's going to kind of looking like a light brown. Really want it like a dull gray. Kind of lifting up some of that paint. I think we have that like light gray one. And that can be like, you know, I don't like to do 4. I like to do odds, right? You can add another one, this small one, maybe down here. By the way, I'm just winging this. See, kind of paint as you go. Okay, we'll start with those. And then if you're going to use the number 4 brush, we'll use this for some marks and some stems. So we got that green that we mixed up, right? I'm going to add a little more brown to it. And we can start to make some stems. I like to have them leaning. See? It's kind of go this way. And this one can kind of cross it, attach it, cross it. And this guy can kind of go like that. Got these stems crisscrossing each other. You don't even have to have stems in every single one of them, but that's how we do that. And then we're going to do some from there. Can add a little more brown. I'm going to add a little more Prussian blue. We can make some marks of like branches. Oh, that one bled into that one. Look at that. Happy accidents. Or you don't like it, you can just lift it up. I'm adding a little more brown. That was a little too blue in that color. That green. Okay. Just make these little marks like this with this brush. See, little branches. We're going to do some leaves too. And put something down here like a little branch. I like the dry brush kind of happening down here too. Now we're going to do some leaves. Going to get a little more Prussian blue, some more yellow, making my yellow messy. A little burnt umber. Okay. So we're just going to do this movement where you go like this, up. The green should be a little bit different. A little more yellow. It's not matching, so it's a little too blue. Blue and the brown. Kind of want more matching. Okay, a little browner. So I'm going to go up with this number 10 and then push down. You cross over those marks, it's no big deal. Right? That's pretty dark. If you didn't want to go dark so quickly, you could have made the green a little bit lighter. Adding in some lighter yellow. And then go back in and add in some dark tones. So it's a little bit lighter. A lot of water in this one. I'm trying to remove some of it and add another leaf just like that. Kind of pushing it out like this. And a leaf here. Gonna add another leaf kind of here. So you had the light one and a really dark one. If you made a mistake making it too dark, you can kind of play with it where you remove some of the paint to get some, add some water, and you're just removing it. See? You can go and add the lighter color green. And it's like never happened. Let's play around with adding some of this yellow color. So we can add like a fall leaf in here. Right? Who's to say it can't be in there? This is like yellow-orange color. Playing around with adding this color on different places. Even off this little branch. Just kind of pushing down and connecting it. Pushing down. Taking the tip. And slowly connecting it. Right? Again, just creating some simple fall kind of looking fun. Leaves, you know, like doesn't have to be a specific type of plant. You can make some berries with this kind of color too. Just do some like little rounds, groups. A little pink tones to it. And I see how there's a lot of water here. You kind of want to lift it up and then just use it. Do like a little cluster here. And I'll add some greens. So now these colors are pretty flat. Reds, we're going to have to add some deeper tones to that. Grab that yellow. Mixing that magenta, the yellow, a little burnt umber. Magenta. A touch of the Prussian blue to get it darker. And then we can go in and add another tone. See? Not everywhere, just kind of like in spots. You can water it down more. When you add more water, it's going to get lighter. See? So add some water to that. Less water, darker. See how we play with that? Then I have this cranberry one. Make some darker tones on this one. Just like this. I can water it down. Pick up my brush, put some water on it. I kind of push it around so it's less tonal. Didn't want to use that brush. You can go back to the Princeton Neptune, and again, some darker elements. Taking the brush and just wisping some deeper tones, just like we did in the other one. I kind of tend to do like a little on the outside, a little bit on the inside, and then some towards the middle. See that? A little on the outside, some on the inside, and middle. Those flowers need obviously a center, so I have the same yellow. I'll add some brown to that. Get a nice golden yellow color. That's a little too much brown. And just kind of like plopping in the color. It's a little too brown. Yellow. It's right in the center. I'll add some kind of marks around it. See, just kind of pushing the paint around like this. Simple, right? Simple. Okay. Working with the smaller brush, we can start to go in with the ones that were lighter and add like some dark veins to the you know, the ones we made. We can still go over this branch here. Got kind of lost. Just make simple marks. I can take the brown, just make some just brown marks, kind of like coming out here, like branches, and in here, and then down in here. And then we can connect the little berries. I've got the dark green, and a little branch coming down for the berries, and a leaf connecting to that little branch. It's always nice to have like a little dainty kind of thing going on the bottom or around the other stuff. See, I just kind of let the green kind of bleed into the berries. You can see that. While these are drying, we can add some like black. I've got the neutral tint and some black wash. Just make these little marks. Like that. Around the yellow. Little marks like this. This one's bleeding a little bit because it's not dry yet. You can grab some brown if you don't want to do black. And you can put some brown in that yellow. Just like that. And on the orange, yellow leaves, grab some more of this orange yellow. See, I'm mixing the orange in with the yellow a little bit darker. You just put like a line going down the center. Nothing specific. If you want to add more berries, I'm going to add a little more yellow to this color. You can put some up here. Right? Maybe a few out in here too. Just a simple bouquet. Don't get yourself too crazy. And then I'd add some green, like I did there. Just a little bit next to it, so it bleeds a little bit to it. You can add little petals and little leaves. This is how you do a simple bouquet. You keep building. If you wanted to add more blooms, you could do that. I necessarily don't think it's, you know, something you need to do. Simpler the better sometimes. So we've got like nice yellows. Gonna add a little more orange to this. Some reds. Again, just do some marks. Some orange marks. What do I mean by marks? Just see how I'm just going squiggling it, kind of like adding in the color. Nothing special. You know, add some more berries, bigger ones up here, and the greens. And that's how I just basically do this. Just a simple floral fall. Again, I'll go back in here and I'll add some black, kind of highlighting that yellow center that I didn't do over here. Just little black marks. And another thing you can do to pop up the center, if you have some white gouache, which I always do, because it seems kind of dull, right? But you want to like highlight it. This is where the gouache is great. So you grab the gouache, add a little bit of that yellow to it. More gouache, make it really white yellow. And you can just kind of tap like right here on that one side, just a bunch of little kind of dots. And you see how it pops. You can almost use almost white in there too. It's just going to pop that color. So it looks like sunlight's hitting it a little bit. See how it just popped right up? Boom! So that's that. If you want to add more, you know, burgundy color somewhere else, maybe some burgundy. Little berries over here. just have fun with this, guys. You can add some more bright yellow somewhere else. Got some more oranges, add some yellow. You can add like a little dainty yellow flower down here. It's bright. Just a simple daisy type flowers. Just to change it up. And then the center of that one would be darker. You can add like a burgundy color to the center. Just change it up. And that's that. And if it seems like, oh wait, yellow friend's missing somewhere else, just add it, you know, kind of over here and add some bright yellow tones. I'm just doing some little marks and just change that. So there's our simple fall Floral Friday practice. If you have any questions, let me know. Leave them in the comment section. I try and answer them. If not, whatever. This will be an ad-free video if you're a Patreon member. Again, there's no trace for this. I just want to teach you guys how to just wing it like I do. Just putting in the flowers and see what you come up with. And this way you get better at painting on your own and kind of come up with your own style. You know, you'll see how I was doing this, but then you go in and you kind of tweak it. Adding in some other marks and other colors, you know. Might go back in here. Just make it really dark right there, one section. That you might not want to do that. You might change the colors up. You know, you got to play around with it. Adding in some marks here. Anyway, I'm babbling. So have a great weekend, guys. Have fun practicing. The more you practice, the better you're going to get. It's like anything in life. Take care, and I will speak to you soon.